Hello and welcome to another Sprues and Brews battle report. Today I'm facing off against the Blood Angels, so should be a good battle for the Death Guard. We are playing Tactical Gambit out of Chapter Approved. Each turn you bid on how many objectives you think you're going to succeed. If you don't get that many, your opponent gets that many victory points. So it should be a good gamble. We've set up the table and put down 6 objectives. We have Objective 1 in the middle of the board. Objective 2, the supercomputer, is over on the hill. Objective 3 is nearby by the statue. Number 4 is way over the other side of the board by the building. We have number 5 by the cathedral. And number 6 with the crane in the far corner of the board. So as Jay picked the last objective, he gets to select which of the deployment maps and zones he wants to take.
I have gone for the Dawn of War, so just the standard deployment, and I'll have that side, I think.
So I'll be deploying first, so we'll be back once the armies are down on the table. So the Death Guard are now deployed. Try to mix things up a little bit with the deployment. The Blood Angel force didn't have a lot of drops, so a lot more bodies on the table. Got Mortarion at the back, behind some cover, ready to go out wherever he needs to. We've got Epidemius in front of him, nicely hunkered down so he can get the tally up. Herald of Nurgle up on the plinth to smite these guys that are hiding in the ruins. Couple of bloat drones ready to push into the Blood Angel side. Big block of Poxwalkers, another big block of Poxwalkers on the other side. Tallyman, Blightbringer and Typhus to buff them. We've got the Flesh Mower ready to counter anything that goes for the objective in the centre. On the other flank we've got 3 squads of Nurglings ready to push up and get any of those objectives on that side. Hopefully get some of those as my cards so I can get a bit of a lead early on. Squad of Plague Money do deployed over this side. There's not a lot coming down, but there is a lot in reserve, so they can hold up in this building and shoot any of them along with the caster. And then we have the Plague Mortar with a nice line of sight across the battlefield to deal with anything with its guns. Obviously the mortar can shoot whatever it wants. Then up in the skies we have got Lord of Contagion and the 3 Death Shroud. So that's the Death Guard forces down. Let's see how they do.
Hello. So this is my first time using the new Blood Angels Codex, so I've sort of not had much of a strategy with my deployment. So on the board we've got Leviathan Siege Dread. We've got a 5-man tactical squad. This is my captain. We've got a Spartan, which is actually a Land Raider, and inside there is a unit of Terminators, a Librarian, a Sanguinary Priest and my Company Ancient. There's another tactical squad here and a Ball Predator. And then there is a unit of unpainted, very well camouflaged scouts in the building there, which I sort of put there to try and stop things deploying quite so close to the lines. And then ready to come in, we've got 2 4-man Sanguinary Guard squads, a unit of Vanguard Veterans, Lamartis and his Death Company, and that's it. These guys here in the transport. So, and that's it.
So we've got the roll off for the first turn. Jay gets +1 because his Marines finished deploying about a bit before me. With the +1, that's Jay getting the first turn. Do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
Yes, I will take the first turn, I think.
Okay, I'm going to try and seize the initiative because it'd be silly not to. And it's a 6. Death Guard get turn 1. So in this objective I need to bid how many objectives I think I'm going to achieve. Haven't seen the card yet, but let's go be ballsy on the first turn and go for 2 objectives. If I don't get these, Jay gets 2 points. So my first objective is Master the Warp, score a victory point if I manifest or deny a psychic power. That one should be a dead cert. Grandfather's Gift, score a victory point if at least one enemy unit was completely destroyed and the last model in the unit was slain by a Death Guard model. Okay, with a plague weapon. It's doable. Third one, Overwhelming Firepower. A victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during the shooting phase. If 3 or more, I get D3. And then my final one, secure Objective 6. Where is objective 6?
I think, is it down by the crane?
Yep, it's down by the crane. So I think I've got me 2 objectives. Let's see if we can get any more. So on to Death Guard movement phase 1. Been quite conservative with the movement as far as the army goes. The Nurglings have all moved up to try and claim some objectives. The Marines are moving up to get into this building. They did try in advance, but they didn't move very far. Poxwalkers moving up to claim objectives in the middle. Characters and this drone is staying back just to try and stop any deep striking shenanigans. Mortarians staying put for a turn, and the other 2 blight drones have gone to take care of those snipers in the building. So let's see how they do in the psychic phase. Okay, so on to the psychic phase. My Plaguecaster's miles out of range of anything, so he's not going to do anything this turn. Typhus, however, is going to try and cast Putrescent Vitality on the Poxwalkers here to give them +1 strength and toughness. Goes off on a 6, and I think Jay's will be a bit too far to deny.
Yeah.
Goes off. So they're +1 strength and toughness. Mortarion is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence on this bloat drone to make it -1 to hit. That goes off on a 6. She doesn't. I'm not going to use a command point to get it off. Can manage to get a spell off, so that's a victory point as well, so happy days. So on to the shooting phase. The Plague Burst Crawler is going to try and shoot the Marine squad that's hiding way at the back in the other building. So with his mortar, he gets a pile of shots. D6 shots. Just 2. Do I use a command point? Go on, yeah, you can use a command point. 1 shot. On a 7 I get it refunded because of the Tallyman. Yeah, serves me right. So 1 shot with the mortar, hits on a 4+, and it misses. It has failed at life. Next we have got the bloat drones. They're going to shoot the snipers in the building. So the close one first gets 2d6 shots. 3 shots. I'm not doing well with the shooting this turn. 3 hits. And they are strength 6, toughness 4.
Yep.
So they all wound on a 3+. So 3 wounds on the snipers.
What's the AP of those?
AP is -2.
So they're 4+.
Oh no, sorry, it's -1.
So it's back to 4+. Then +1 for being in cover. So back to 4+. So 1's dead. Just pop him here for battle shock and morale.
Okay, and then the second bloat drone is going to do the same. Slightly better with 11 hits. And these will be wounding on 3s as well. And it's a plague weapon, so I can re-roll the 1. So that is 9 wounds on the Marines.
9 wounds, so it's 4+. So it's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead. They're all dead.
So not a bad outing from the plague drones again, who are doing really well in this army. The tally is now 1 because a demon has killed a unit. I've also managed to achieve some objectives in that turn as well. So I've got first blood. I have killed someone with a plague weapon. I have killed someone in the shooting phase. I've got objective 6, and I've harnessed psychic power. So full sheet there. So 5 victory points. Come on. Actually, it's more than that because I bid 2 and I managed to achieve more than 2, so it's actually 7 points on turn 1. Bring it on.
Okay, so looking at where all the objectives are, I think I'm just going to play it safe and bid 1 to start with. So how many? Just roll 1 on first turn.
Draw 4.
Draw 4. Okay, so the first one is defend objective 4, which is good because I think I'm standing on objective 4.
Well, you got your 1 point at least.
So there's me 1, as long as all these don't blow up. Number 2 is secure objective 6, which I believe is near the crane.
6 is where is 6? 6 is here.
Yep. And number 3 is secure objective 4.
4
which is a double up of the one I've already got.
Okay, you've got defend and secure.
Yep. So it's pretty handy. And the last one is secure objective 3.
3
Can't remember
is
where 3
way
was.
over here.
Okay, okay. So not bad. Okay, so not much movement. I've moved some weapons into line of sight of these black drones, try and kill one of them. The Leviathan's moved up to get a good shot off at the Plague Bearers, Poxwalkers, sorry. And some Death Company and Lamartis have come down here. We're going to try and make a run for Objective 3. And that's it. The only real target for these guys is this black drone, I think. So I'm going to have a crack at that with 5 bolt guns. So that looks like 3 hits to me, and I'm assuming he needs 5s to wounds.
Took him a 7.
So 5s to wounds, so that's no wounds. So then we'll go to the ball predator. He's going to fire all his guns. So he's got 6 heavy bolters first. So it's freeze to hit because it hasn't moved. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And strength 5, toughness 7, so
5s again.
5s again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
Cool.
Heavy bolter, I'm not sure what the AP of a heavy bolter is. I think it might be -1.
So that's 4+ save for the drone. He makes 2 of them. Are they 1 damage each?
1 damage each.
So disgustingly resilient. Saves 1, so he's down to 9 wounds.
Okay. So now he's going to fire off with his twin assault cannon, which I think is 12 shots. Twin assault cannon, heavy 12. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits.
Well, the Blood Angel dice are rolling well, aren't they?
Not doing too bad. Strength 6 this one, so 5s again, is it?
5s again, yep.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wounds,
4.
and that's also -1.
So 4+ save. Make them all. Oh no, failed 1, sorry. 5+ disgustingly resilient. And he makes that.
Okay, and then the Storm Bolter, the final one. 4 shots, so it's 3 hits, 5s to wound. So it's 1, 2 wounds. No AP for that one.
3+. He fails 1. Disgustingly resilient. Nope, so he's down to 8 wounds.
8 wounds. Okay. So we'll fire 4 las cannons off of it, I think.
This may hurt.
Oh no, actually, we've got this squad here first, so they're gonna 5 bolters from that squad. Which is 2 hits and then 5s. Nothing from the bolters. So yeah, so we'll just fire 4 las cannon shots then. So 2+ to hit with the. Oh no, Land Raider, is it 2+ to hit? Could be 3+.
Let's hope so.
Land Raider is 3+, yeah. Rerolling 1s. So I can reroll this. So it's 3 hits.
Pretty good.
Strength 9, so 3s.
3s, yeah.
So
oh, lucky.
1 wound.
Minus lots.
Yeah, -4 each.
So 5+ demon save. He doesn't make it. I'm going to use a command point to re-roll that. Doesn't make it. How much damage does he take?
D6. It's taking 6 damage.
6 damage. Ouch. This could hurt it. So 5+ disgustingly resilient. He takes 4 wounds. So he's down to 4. On a 4+, I can get. On a 7, I get that command point back from earlier as well. So just quickly roll that. Do. Refunded.
Okay. And then the last ones to fire is the twin heavy bolter, so that's 6 shots. We can reroll once now, so it's 1, 2, looks like 4 hits to me. Strength 5, so I use 5s. So that's just 2 wounds, -1 AP.
So 4+ save. Fail 1. 5+ disgustingly resilient. Make it.
Okay. And then I think it's I forgot about the chaplain. He's got a weapon. I think it's 16-inch range. Yes, that's in range. And he has an Absolver bolt pistol, which is 16-inch range. Yeah, 1 shot. So let's have a crack. It's hit. It's strength 5. Nothing from that. And that's it from this side.
So a lot of firepower on that blight drone.
So the Leviathan then. So he gets 1d3 shot for his cannon, but then he gets to add 1d3 for every 5 models in the unit. So how many models are in that unit?
20 in that unit.
So he gets 5d3 shots then with his bombard cannon. So that's 3 shots, 2 5 shots, 8 shots, 10 shots.
That's pretty good.
With his cannon. He's hitting on 2s normally, 3s because he's moved. So that's 9 hits. Nope, 8 hits. And this does quite a lot of damage.
What strength is it?
Strength 9.
Okay, so 2s.
So that is 9 wounds. Yep, 9 wounds.
Okay.
Minus 5 AP, and they do 2 damage each.
2 damage each, okay. So 8 was it, sorry?
9.
9. So 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead, 7 dead, 8 dead, 9 dead poxwalkers. Yeah.
Okay, so down here then. So we've got 10 bolt pistols from the Death Company into the Nurglings. That is 7 hits. Strength 4.
Toughness 2. 2 plus.
Oh, oops. Yep, so that's 6 wounds.
Okay. 5 plus demon save. And 3 of them pass it. Are they 1 damage each?
1 damage each, yeah.
So disgustingly resilient. And 3 wounds. So we've got 1 wound left on one of the bases.
Okay. So that's all the shooting. So now it's combat. Here we go. So looking for 8 with a reroll for the Death Company into the Nurglings. So they've got a 7. I shall reroll. Oh, double 1. So they stay where they are. Does Lamartis go in on his top? No, I don't think so. I think he can stay where he is. Okay, so just 1 objective. Secure objective 4 down here. So I think that gets me 2 objective points.
Awesome. So going into turn 2, I'm doing alright, 7 points to 2 I believe, so don't need to go over the top with the bid. I'm going to stick with 2 again. So let's see what cards I get. So first of all we've got Priority Orders Received. When it's generated, immediately generate a bonus tactical objective. Okay, so basically I get an extra objective that my Warlord needs to complete. Kingslayer. So if Mortarion manages to kill Jay's Warlord, I get some extra victory points. It's pretty good. Death Begets Life. While the objective is active, keep a tally of the number of enemy models you kill. Score a victory point if you kill at least 7, and then an additional 1 for each 7 that you get, up to a maximum of 7 victory points. Okay, pretty good. Domination. D3 plus 3 if I control every objective marker on the battlefield. And Witch Hunter. Score a victory point if at least 1 enemy psyker was destroyed. So I might struggle to get the 2 here, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, so Death Guard movement phase 2, slightly more aggressive this time. We have brought down the Death Shroud in front of Mortarion, who's advanced up the table. The Blood Drones have moved up in the face of this objective, trying to see if I can steal it off the Blood Angels. Line of Poxwalkers just advanced a little bit here, with the combat drone just moving up behind them. The Crawler has moved to get a decent shot off at the Death Company, and all the Nurglings have moved up towards them. The Marines have moved into the building, And the caster's dropped back a bit just to watch out for any deep striking shenanigans. And the Lord of Contagion has dropped down to try and get rid of some of those Death Company. So we'll go on to the Psychic phase, see what we can do. So on to the Psychic phase, we'll start with Mortarion. He is going to cast Blades of Putrefaction on the Death Shroud. So this will go off on a 5. It's a 7. Next, he's going to cast Miasma of Pestilence on the same unit to give them -1 to hit. And that goes off on a 6, which has also gone off. Okay, next, Typhus is going to cast Putrescent Vitality on the Poxwalkers over this side, making +1 strength and toughness. Goes off on a 6. Nope, that fails. He's out of range for Smite, so he's not going to do anything. And then the Plague Caster's miles out of range of anything. So we'll move on to the shooting phase. So we'll start with the 2 bloat drones. So the injured one first. Just check to see if his profile's degraded because he's only got 4 wounds left. No, he's still hitting on a 4+, which is cool. He's got 2d6 shots anyway, hasn't he? What are we on about?
It's supposed to be hitting, isn't it?
Yeah, so 6 hits. This is on the squad in the building, sorry.
Yep.
Strength 6, toughness. Oh no, actually no, his strength's less now. He's strength 5, still a 3+ though, isn't it?
3+, yeah.
So that is 3 wounds. The 1 gets a reroll from Disgustingly Resilient. Not Disgustingly Resilient, but Plague Weapon. So 4 wounds, and that is at -1, I believe. Yep, -1.
So back to 3+ for them guys. So they're all okay.
Okay, and then the other one. Going to use a command dice to reroll one of them. So that's 6 hits. On a 7 I get the command point back, which I do. Was it 6 hits, was it?
Yeah.
And he'll be 3+. Toughness 4, aren't they? Reroll that. So that's 4 wounds at -1.
3+. So 2 dead.
Okay, so Mortarion's advanced, so he can't shoot. These guys are too far away. So what we'll do is we'll go over to the Plague Burst Crawler and try and shoot down some Death Company. So I'm going to use a stratagem here, Blasphemous Machines. Cost me 1 point, and he doesn't have any modifiers for moving.
Okay.
So on a 7 I get that back, which I do. The Tallyman's done well today. So it's going to fire all its guns at the Death Company. So we'll start with a mortar, d6 shots. Better, 5 shots. It hits on 4s. And it is hit with 3 of them. So it is strength 8.
So 2s to wound.
2s to wound. 3 wounds at -2.
So 5+. So 2 have got through.
They do d3 damage each.
Okay.
So the first guy takes 3 wounds, and the second guy takes 2 wounds.
Okay, so the second one gets 2 6s. Nope, so he's dead. And the first one. Ooh. Oh! Dead. 2 6s and a 1. So 2 are dead.
Okay, so we need to keep a log of any models I've killed this phase. 2 so far. Oh no, of course,
4.
Marines 4. Okay, so next we'll fire the entropy cannons. Heavy 1. Both failed. And then we've got the heavy slugger, which has got 4 shots. 3 of them have hit. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. 2 more wounds, and that is -1.
So 4+. So both failed.
They only do 1 damage each.
Oh, yeah, so 2 more dead. So I'll take him and him. Him and him.
So I believe that is all the shooting for this phase, so we'll go on to the good old charge phase. Yeah. So on to the charge phase. The Death Shroud are going to charge the Predator. Okay,
so I get my Overwatch then. So it's 6 shots from the heavy bolters. So that's 2 hits from the heavy bolters. Strength 5.
Toughness 5.
So 4s, yep, 1 wound with -1 AP.
So that's a 3+ save. Yep.
Okay. 4 Stormbolter shots. So it's 3 shots from a Stormbolter. They need 5, so 1 wound from the Stormbolter.
Any modifier on them?
No modifier on the Stormbolter.
2+. Yep, they make it.
And then 12 Assault Cannons.
This is where it gets painful.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can reroll 1s, I think, because I think I'm within 6 inches of the captain. Yep. So another hit, so 5 hits from the assault cannons.
You've got a lot of 6s on these new dice.
They've done alright. Strength 6, so 3s. So that's 1, 2, just 2 wounds from that, -1 AP.
-1, that's a 3+ save. Fail one of them, just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage, yeah.
5+ disgustingly resilience. No, so 1 guy's wounded. Okay, so let's see if they get close enough. 8 inches I need to get this charge off successfully. 7, I'm going to use a command point to re-roll that. Yeah,
they're in.
They're in. On a 7 I get my command point back. No, cost me a command point. But they get to move up into the Predator. So the Nurglings are going to attempt to charge the Death Company.
And the Martyrs.
Yes.
And the Martyrs, okay. They've all got bolt pistols, so. So only 1. Yep, that's a wound.
Okay, 5+ demon save. Nope. Just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage.
5+ disgustingly resilient. No, 1 base Nurglings is dead. Okay, so they're going to try and make the charge. Yeah. So they get in there. The Lord of Contagion is going to try and get a charge off against the Death Company now. He's 11 inches away, so he's going to need a 10-inch charge here. It's unlikely, but you never know. 8. I've used a command point to re-roll, so no, he doesn't make a charge. Going into the combat phase, we're going to start with the Nurglings on the Death Company. They are going to put all their attacks on the character.
On the Martyrs, okay.
Yep. So they've got 4 attacks each, so 8 attacks. They are hitting on 4s. They've managed to hit with 4 of them, which is pretty good. They are strength 2.
Toughness 4.
So 6s to wounds. Nothing. They do nothing. So next we will fight with the Death Shroud against the Predator. So they are going to be hitting on 3s. That's pretty good. 1 miss. There's a 6. Death to the False Emperor gives them an additional attack, which hits. That itself doesn't generate any more though. They are strength 8. What's the toughness of a Predator?
Toughness 7.
So they'll be wounding on 3s. And that is a lot of wounds. They've got plague weapons, so the 1s can be re-rolled. So that is, what we're on, 8 wounds at -3.
So 6+. They're strength 8, aren't they?
Yep, strength 5 + 3 for the Man Reaper.
8 wounds at -3, so I'm looking for 6s here. Save 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have got through.
So 6 D3 wounds on the Predator. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 wounds on the Predator.
Yeah, that's 1 left.
I'm going to use, I've used a command point in this phase, haven't I?
So reroll, yeah.
1 wound left on the Predator then.
So the Predator gets 1 attack back on a 6+. No.
The Death Company get to fight though against the Nurglings.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we got 5 attacks with the Martyrs on the Nurglings. So he's hitting on 2s and he can re-roll his misses.
Good job.
So it's 3 hits so far. Yep, so all 5 hits. He's +1 strength for the first round of combat because of the red first.
Yep, they're toughness 2.
Which makes... No, so he's going to be wounded on 2s. So, yeah, that's 5 wounds. His Crozius Arcanum... No, the Blood Crozius is -2.
5 plus demon save. Make 3 of them.
Okay.
Now, how much damage does it do?
It does D3 damage.
Okay, so if you do more than 1 damage, they don't get their disgustingly resilient.
Yeah, so 3 damage and 3 damage.
3 damage and 3 damage, so that's a dead base then. 4 wounds on him.
Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 chainswords. That's like 6 attacks with the chainswords to start off with. So hitting on 3, re-rolling. Because he's next to the masses. So it's 5 hits. Strength 4.
Toughness 2, 2 plus.
2 plus with +1 to wound, but not. Oh, does that turn my 1s into 2s?
I'm not sure.
It's 2 plus to wound, and I get +1 to wound.
That'd be a 1 plus to wound.
It's 2 plus, but then you add 1 to the dice roll. Because you can re-roll 1s for the hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I can't not wound.
No.
Yeah, because that 1 becomes a 2.
Yeah.
So it'd be 5 wounds with the chainsaw.
So 5 plus demon save. Saves 2 of them. Are they just 1 damage each?
1 damage each from them.
So 5 plus disgustingly resilience. Save 2 of them. So he's just taken a wound.
Okay. There's
3 wounds
2
left.
power swords. So hitting on 3s, reroll it misses. Oh wow. And then these are just strength again. So strength 4 with +1 to wound.
Yeah.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
That's -3 AP.
5 plus demon save. 1 saves, 1 goes through. Okay, so 1 damage, 5 plus disgustingly resilience, which he doesn't make, so he's down to 2 wounds.
Okay, and then just the Thunderhammer left. So 2 attacks from the Thunderhammer. Hit on 3s, both hit. Wounding, just wounding, yeah.
Just wounding. 5 plus demon save. Failed them both. This, I imagine, does multiple
6
damage.
Yeah,
3
damage each.
So he's dead. So that is a dead Nurgling. Splat, but they kept them distracted for a little bit. So we'll see what objectives I managed to achieve, if any, this turn. So disappointing Death Guard phase. I've managed to achieve none of my objectives, which does mean that Jay gets 2 free ones because I didn't get the 2 that I bid.
Oh yes.
So we're on to Blood Angels turn 2.
So I've had a very close look at the battlefield, and I'm going to bid 2 objectives this turn. So here we go. I can only draw 1. I've got 3 already. So my next one is secure objective 2, which is that contain thing there. Okay, so we've decided to, some would say abandon this position, but I prefer to call a tactical retreat. I don't think the ball predator's going to last much longer against these Death Shroud. So I've moved the Land Raider back. The Terminators and Company Ancient, Sanguinary Priest and Librarian jumped out first and then moved backwards. And the Land Raider moved back. The Leviathan Siege Dreaders moved up to try and bring a few of his weapons into bear against the different units of Poxwalkers and the Blight Drone with the lawnmower on the front of it. The Death Company have moved up to claim objective number 3, and the Sanguinary Guard have popped down to sort of make sure they claim objective number 3. And my captain, I've burnt a command point and used one of the strategic, I think it was upon Wings of Fire, to redeploy him over on this side of the battlefield.
Away from Mortarion.
Away from Mortarion, yeah, to keep him safe for the
like
time.
the big girl that he is.
For the time being. And that's my movement so far. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to cast Smite first, which I think the closest unit is going to be this Blight Drone.
Ooh, double 6.
Double 6. Do I use a command point to reroll that? What does D3 mortal?
D3 mortal wounds.
So you can't kill him.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. So I'll let Smite go off, and that's actually D6 mortal wounds on 12, isn't it? So D6 mortal wounds to. So 5 mortal wounds to the.
Okay. So I get my disgustingly resilient against those. Save 2 of them. So he's down to 7 wounds.
Okay. And then the D3 mortal wounds on the Librarian then. So he's taken 3 mortal wounds. He gets a 5+ not disgustingly resilient. Holiness Empress save from the Standard of Sacrifice. He hasn't saved any of them, so he's down to... I think he's down. He might be down to 1 wound. So he's now going to cast Unleash Rage on the Terminator squad, which hasn't gone off. Okay, so that's all psychic. So now shoot in. So the secondary guard are going to shoot their Angel's Bolt guns off. 6 shots. They are ballistic skill 3. They are within 6 inches of the captain now, so they can reroll their hits. They reroll ones, but they are heirs of Escalating, so they can reroll fail hit rolls as long as they're within 6 inches of a warlord. So that's okay. Looking for freeze. Whoa. Reroll all of it. Nice. So that's 5 hits. They are strength 4.
Toughness 5, so 5 plus.
So that's just 1. It's AP minus 1.
So +1 for being in the building, so 3 plus save, which he makes.
Okay. And that's all they've got because the Infernus pistol won't be in range. So it will just be some bolt pistols from here, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolt pistols from the Death Company. There are ones a miss, but they're within 6 inches of the Warlord. Yep, so... Oh no, it's only re-rolling ones. So that's just 5 hits. 5s again. 1, 2. No armor penetration.
2, so 2 plus because they're in a building. Yep, they're fine.
And just Lamartis then. He's hit. He's wounded.
And save there as well.
Not done anything. Okay. The Leviathan Siege Dread then is going to have a melter shot at the lawnmower thing, light drum. So he's within half range with his gun. So he needs a 3 plus because he's moved. No, that's only heavy weapons, isn't it?
Heavy weapons, yeah.
Yeah, so this is an assault, so it's just 2 plus to hit. So it's hit.
It's an assault weapon.
Yeah, melter gun. It's a melter gun. Strength 8.
Toughness 7.
So freeze. So it's wounded. AP minus 4. I think.
So 5 plus demon save. And use a command point to re-roll that. And he saves it. On a 7 I get my command point back. No.
Okay, so his Grav Bombard is going into this unit. So I think there's over 15 models, isn't there? So it'll be
yep, there's 18 models.
4d3 shots. This needs freeze this time, so only one's got through.
That's the number of shots.
Oh yeah, that was a 3, wasn't it? You're right, sorry, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8 shots. Need freeze now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 hits. 2s, strength 9.
Yeah, 2s.
So yeah, 5 wounds. They do 2 damage each.
2 damage each, so that's 5 zombies having to make disgustingly resilience. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead zombies.
I think I found out what's good at killing poxwalkers. He's got 2 heavy flamers on him, which are going against poxwalkers as well. So this is 2d6 shots. So that's 7 shots. They automatically hit. I think heavy flamers are strength 5, aren't they? So that will be. Are they strength toughness?
They're strength toughness 3 at the minute, so 3s.
So yep. So that's 6 wounds.
6 wounds. So disgustingly resilient 6 times. 4 die.
Okay, so move down here now. So we'll start with the tactical squad in the building here. We'll fire 3 shots off at. So this one's got 7 wounds left, or taken 7 wounds. This
That's got 7 left. That's got 4 left.
Okay, so these 3 here will have a pop at that guy. No, we'll start on this one. We'll start with them at that, just in case. I want to at least kill 1 if I can. So that one. So I've got 2 in rapid fire range and 3 in normal. So 2 rapid fire, 3 normal. So freeze to hit. So that's 6 hits, 5s to wound you.
Toughness 7.
Yeah. So that's 1, just 1 wound, no armour.
So 3 plus save, he makes.
Okay. We've got, he looks like he's got a heavy flame, but he's actually got a combi bolter. I think combi bolters are 4 shots each. I think the rapid fire 2. It's like 2 bolters. So he's rapid fire range, he's rapid fire range, he's rapid fire range, but those ones aren't. So it will be 4, 8, 12 shots, 14 shots in total. So they need 3s to hit. So he hits, 4.
You'll need 5 there.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
4 wounds, any modifier on them?
No modifiers.
So 3 plus save. Save 2 of them, and then disgustingly resilient. Nope, they take 2 wounds, down to 5 wounds on him.
Okay. We've got an Absolver Bolt Pistol, which is missed, he can't do any rerolls. We have the bolt guns on the 2 characters, so they're just hitting off 3s. So 1's hit, 5, nothing from that. So it's going to have to be last cannon times then, isn't it? So we'll fire the heavy bolter at that one. We'll fire 2 last cannons at that and 2 last cannons at that. So heavy bolter first. That's 1, 2, 3 hits. That's 1 wound. -1 AP.
So 4 plus, which he fails. Disgustingly resilient, he passes.
Okay, so the first 2 last cannon shots at this fella. So that's 1 hit. 3s, oh, nothing from that one. The last cannons at the other one. So 2 hits. Yeah, 1 wound, and I think I will no, just 1 wound.
Okay, so 5 plus demon save. Doesn't make it, so how much damage does he take?
4 damage.
So 4 disgustingly resilient saves to make, or he blows up. He saved 2 of them. He's down to 2 wounds.
Okay. That is all the shooting from down this side. Oh, oh yeah, those 3 guys there. So 6 shots into this one here. 3s to hit. 5s to wound. So just 1 wound.
Okay, 3 plus save, which he passes.
Okay, that's all my shooting. So the captain's going to attempt to charge on these fellas here. He's got the relic, the Wings of the Angel, so he can charge in and ignore Overwatch. So I've rolled my first charge attempt before the camera was on and failed with a 6. So he can re-roll this attempt. So he's in with a 9.
Okay.
So he joins the fight. And the Sanguinary Guard will attempt to give him a bit of backup. 7, so they don't make it. I'm not going to re-roll that. The Death Company will also try and help him. So that's a 7, but they get to re-roll their charge because they're next to Lamartis. So they've still not done it. And then Lamartis will also try and go in. So he's gone in on a 10, so Lamartis can jump in with them. Oh no, that doesn't bode well for the captain. Okay, so yeah, he's going in for both of them. He needs a 5 to get in. He's done it on a 7. So he will just stand on the objective and go in there. So I was wondering whether to use a stratagem there, but I've decided against it. So I'm just going to start with the captain down here. He gets, I think he gets 4 attacks normally, but because he's got the Black Rage, that gives him an extra attack when he charges. He can, I believe, he can re-roll his misses in the close combat phase because he's next to the Martyrs, and now he has the Black Rage. He gets the Black Rage Death Company keyword, so he's hitting on 3s with his Thunderhammer, but can re-roll misses. So I can re-roll this. So he's hit 4 times. He's strength 8.
Toughness 5, so 3s.
So 3s, but with +1 to wound for the red first. So looking for 2s. So that's 4 wounds. It's a Thunderhammer, which I think is -4. No, -3.
-3. So that's 6 plus saves on 4. Ouch. Yeah, that's 4 guys dead.
And that does 4 damage per smack.
4 damage. Okay, so I'll roll this 4 times for disgustingly resilient. First guy almost survives.
Really?
Second guy, again, almost survives. Third one dies. Fourth one dies. So 4 Plague Marines are dead.
I'm not sure if Matt wants to interrupt or not at this point.
I am going to interrupt. I'm going to use 2 command points to attack with the Flesh Mower.
Okay.
It's just... ouch. Well, that guy's pretty brutal, isn't he?
That's a Death Company captain.
So, I've used 2 command points to interrupt, to try and do some damage with the Flesh Mower before the Leviathan rips it to bits. I'm going to see if I get the command points back. I don't know, so it cost me 2 command points. However, we can try and do some damage to this guy now. So he gets 9 attacks with the Flesh Mower, hitting on 4s. Not bad. He is hit with 6. And then he is Strength 8.
I'm Toughness 8.
So 4 plus a wound. With a reroll because it's a plague weapon.
Reroll 1s or reroll?
Reroll, oh sorry, it was 1s, wasn't it? So 4 get through at -2.
So he gets his 4 plus invulnerable save. So he's failed 1.
Okay, and that does 2 damage to him.
So he is down to 12 wounds. We'll go back up and do Lamarty's next. Yeah, Death Company. So he gets 6 attacks, hitting on 2s with a reroll. So I can reroll this one. Yep, so they're all hits. He is Strength 4 plus 2. No. Yeah, plus 2 for the Blood Crucius. So he's Strength 6.
Toughness 5,
So 3 with plus 1 to wound. Oh, that's bad. So that's 3 wounds. And that is AP -2.
-2, so that's 5 plus saves. So 2 fail it. How much damage does that do?
It does D3 damage each. So 1 damage for one and 2 damage for the other.
Okay, so the one with 2 damage, he dies, and the one with 1 damage, he survives. So the champion is still alive.
We'll go on to the Siege Dreadnought now. So he gets 3 attacks. He's hitting on 2s, he's going to direct these all against the Plague Mower. So they're all hits. I believe he's Strength 16. Strength times 2, yep, so Strength 16.
Toughness 7.
So 2s.
3 1s.
Oh dear. I don't think it's even worth me re-rolling any of them because one, even if one gets through, it's not going to do enough damage. So he can stay put for a turn.
So that's all the charges. So you can pick a unit that hasn't fought yet. I think it's just your Predator.
The Ball Predator with his 1 attack, hitting on a hitting on a 6. But never mind.
So we'll go on to the Death Guard units fighting back. Going to start with the Poxwalkers. Let's see if they can finish off. I say finish off. Do some damage to this Leviathan. So 7 of them. That's 14 attacks. Less than 10 in the unit now. So they're only hitting on 5s. But they've done all right. There's a 7 hits there. There's Strength 3, Toughness, lots.
8.
So 6 is to wound. Nothing. Okay, and then the Death Shroud are going to try and finish off this Predator. So what are we hitting on? 3s. So there's 3 misses, but I do have 2 6s for Death of the False Emperor. So there's a few hits there. And we need, what are you, Toughness 8?
Toughness 7.
So 4s to wound. No, 3s to wound. Strength 8. Only 6s doing a morsel wound on top of any other damage
So
because of the
he's dead now, yeah.
spell, yep.
So he may explode. Oh, nearly. It was going to a 6, that wasn't it? So it doesn't explode, it just dies.
Okay, and they're going to advance towards the closest enemy unit, which is the squad in the building.
Oh yes.
And then we've just got the champion of the Plague Marine squad left. He is going to have a go against Lamarty's. with his Power Fist. So he gets 2 attacks. Power Fist, it's -1 to hit. So he's hitting on a 4. And he misses them both because he's rubbish.
Okay. So that's all the combat done. So it's the objectives, isn't it? Yep, so 2 objectives for defending objective 4 and securing objective 3, and then I gambled 2 at the beginning, so that's 4 objective points altogether, which takes me up to 8.
Yep, so you're winning by 1 point.
For now.
So before we move on to the next Death Guard turn, we've actually forgotten a couple of morale checks. So my Blake Marines, let's see if they scarper. 5, I've lost 5 models, so he is dead. Ouch. We also got Jay's victory points wrong. He should actually be on an additional victory point because he got 2 for hold objective rather than secure objective.
Exactly, yeah, defend. So that's 9.
So 9-7 on to Death Guard turn 3. So we are on to Death Guard turn 3. I've not got many objectives I think I can achieve here, so I'm only going to bid 1 this turn. So we're on to the Death Guard movement phase now. With move the Black Drones up to try and take care of the Marine unit in there and hopefully get the tally up. Terminators have gone to finish off that other squad in the building, hopefully killing them. All this lot's advanced, ready for Mortarion to try and take on that Dreadnought and hopefully hold the middle of the board. On the far side, Playcaster's moved up to try and smite the Blood Angel character. And the Nurglings have all moved to try and get a charge off on these Death Company. Lord of Contagion is going to try a long charge. He's done it before, so let's see if he can finally do his job and take down some of these guys. So onto the Psychic phase. The Playcaster is going to cast Smite on the Blood Angel Captain. Let's see if it goes off. 9.
Yeah, I can't do a stop it.
So does D3 mortal wounds to the captain. 3 mortal wounds.
So he has a 6+ feel or painish type save for being Death Company, and he's saved 2 of them, so he's lost a wound.
Now because I rolled more than 7 for the cast and he's within 7 inches, he takes an additional mortal wound as well.
Okay, so he's down to 3 wounds. Do you get to roll
You will
for
get a
that?
save against that.
Oh yes, of course, yeah. Which he doesn't see.
Okay, and then for a second spell, going to cast Plague Wind on the Death Company. So that goes off on a 5. 10. Roll the dice for each model. On a 6 to take a mortal wound. So there's 6 guys left. Every 6 is a mortal wound, but Jay will get a save against these. But, 1 mortal wound.
Nope.
Okay, so that's the Playcaster done. Next we are going to do Typhus. He is going to cast Smite, which should hit the Leviathan. On a 7.
Yeah, I'm not in range of anything to stop it.
So D3 mortal wounds on the Leviathan. 3 mortal wounds.
Ouch. That goes down to 9.
He's then going to cast Putrescent Vitality on the Poxwalkers that are fighting the Leviathan. On a 6. That goes off, so they're +1 strength and toughness. Mortarion is going to cast Blades of Putrefaction on himself. Goes off on a 5. 4, I'm going to use a command point to re-roll that. 6. And on a 7 I get it back. Which I do.
Jeez.
How are you in range to dispel it? I think you're probably just
24 inches, aren't you?
24 inches, is it? Oh yeah, I can. What did you roll?
Was it a 7 he went off on?
Nope, not dispel it.
So that's Blades of Putrefaction on himself. And then his second spell, he's going to Smite as well. On a 4, it's not gone off. Okay, the Herald of Nurgle is going to cast his spell, Virulent Blessing. Goes off on a 6, +1 to wound, any 7 pluses do double damage. Which goes off on an 8.
Yeah, not out really.
So Mortarian's now got +2 to wound. Double damage on 6s and an additional mortal wound on 6s. So nasty. And that is the end of the psychic phase, so on to the shooting. So we're going to open up the shooting phase with the Death Shroud Terminators. They're going to use their Plague Spurt Gauntlets against the Marines in the building. D6 shots each, and they automatically hit, and it's a plague weapon. So we get 6, 11 hits. Now it's only strength 3, so it'll be 5s to wound, but they are plague weapons, so they can reroll 1s. So that's 1, and then reroll the 1s. Yep, just 1 wound, no modifier.
So 2+ save for being in the building. Oh, failed it. So 1's dead.
Splat. So next we're going to do the lantern from Mortarian on the other Marine squad in the building. So this will hit him a 2, re-rolling 1s. So 1. It's a 3, finally it hits. It is strength 8, toughness 4, so wound him on a 2+, which it does. It's a -3 save modifier.
5+ then in the building. Nope.
It does 3 damage, but only 1 guy dies.
Yep.
Okay, next the first bloke drone, the wounded one, is how many guys left in the building to the right?
This building.
Yep.
There's 2 in there, 4 in there.
Okay, the wounded guy. They're too far away. The 5 wound one's going to shoot the guys in this building here. So 2d6 hits, 5 hits. Hits on, wounds on, what are we now? We're strength 5 now, so it's still 3+. Rerolling 1s for a plague weapon. So that is 4 wounds at -1.
So 3+. Yep, they're all okay.
Okay, and then the other guy is going to shoot at the same squad. 7. 5, 6, 7. He's a little bit weaker because he's on 2 wounds now. So he's only strength 4, so 4+. So 1 so far, reroll those. Another 2 saves to make it -1.
Yep, 1's dead.
One's dead, cool. Okay, so that's all the shooting on this side of the battlefield. We're going to go over here, and the Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire all of its weapons at this poor guy here.
I think the mortar's got a 12-inch minimum range, hasn't it?
Okay, so the mortar can't hit it. The mortar's going to hit the Goldfellas. Sanguinary Guard. All the other weapons are going to shoot the character.
Okay.
So, D6 shots for the mortar. 2 shots. Hits on 4s. Nothing from the mortar. So we've got 2 entropy cannons at the character. Both hit. Strength 8, toughness 4.
Yep.
So 2+. 2 wounds at -4.
So he's 4+ invulnerable. Which is bad.
And the heavy slugger gets 4 shots. 1 of them hits. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3+. Doesn't do anything. Rubbish. Platecaster is going to fire his bolt pistol at the guy. He hits. Strength 4, toughness 4. Doesn't wound. Rubbish. So I believe that's all the shooting, so we'll go on to the charge phase. Okay, so we're going to start the charge phase with the injured Blight Drone charging the unit in the building.
Okay. So I shall attempt to overwatch. That's 2 bolters. 5s to wound you.
5 to wound.
That's 1 wound.
3+ save, so no modifier is
No
there?
modifier.
3+. Fails it. Disgustingly resilient. Makes that. And he goes 10 inches. So he's going to go there. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
The drone with the mower, going to try the charge. He's, what's that, 10 inches away? So he's going to need a 9 to get in here. Which he does. The mower gets there. Okay, Mortarion is going to try and charge the Leviathan. I think it's quite a charge he needs to make as well. He's 8 inches away, so he needs a 7. Which he makes. So Mortarion, buffed up, flies into the Leviathan. We've got some Nurglings over the other side of the board. We're going to try and charge these Death Company.
So that's 6 mortal shots. That's 1 hit. Yep, 1 wound.
5+ Demon save. Nope. Discussing the resilience. Yes. And they charge 8 inches. So let's get those guys there. Then the Lord of Contagion is going to try a massive charge here. He's, what's that, 10 inches away. So he's going to need a 9 to make that. He's not done it. I'm not going to try and re-roll that because it's not worth the command point. So that is the end of the charge phase. On to combat. And finally, before I forget, the Death Shroud are going to charge the lone 2 guys left in the building.
Okay, so tap their Overwatch. Nothing from Overwatch.
And I don't think they can fail this charge.
They're in.
So at the start of the combat phase, all enemy units within 7 inches of Mortarion take mortal wounds on a 4+. 2, nope, the Leviathan manages to get off lightly this time. So we're going to start off with Mortarion. He is going to use his Eviscerating Blow. So he gets 6 attacks, sitting on a 2+ re-rolling 1s. One of them misses. So he is Strength 16, Toughness 8. He'll be 2s to wound. He is +2 to wound.
So it's an automatic wounds, isn't it?
Yep, but any 5s will do double damage and an additional mortal wound, which is a couple. So he takes 2 mortal wounds off the bat, and then he's got 2 saves to make at -4.
So just his 4+ invulnerable. So he's failed both of those.
So both of those take d6 times 2 damage. So 4 damage from them.
Okay. Down to 3.
Then his normal attacks, again -4 modifier, 3 of them.
3 of those. So 1's got through.
That does d6 wounds. Oops. 2 wounds.
Not killed him.
And then finally the Nurglings get to attack. D6 additional attacks with the Nurglings. 1 additional attack with the Nurglings. Hit on a 2+. They hit. The Nurglings are only strength 2, so we need a 6 to finish off the Dread. There's 1. It's not a plague weapon though. Yes it is, plague weapon. Reroll. It's not a 6. Not killed it. Next charger is going to be the Flesh Mower. So that gets 9 attacks. It'll be hitting on a 4+. So that's pretty good. So we've got 6 hits. It is strength 8, I believe.
So 2.
Flesh Mower, strength 8, yep, 2s. Rerolling 1s because it's a plague weapon. Good job. So that is 6 wounds at -2.
So, did he still get the bonus in cover?
Only for shooting.
Right, so it's 5+ then. 6 wounds at 5+.
Yep.
It's 2 dead.
And each of them does 3 damage. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
2 dead.
Anyway. Okay, the badly wounded Blight Drone's going to attack next. He only gets 1 attack now because he's so wounded. He doesn't do anything. Rubbish. Okay, so then we will move on to the Death Shroud Terminators. This poor guy's probably not going to last long here. So they will be hitting. Oops. On a 3+. That fails, but I've got 4 6s there, so that's another 4 attacks with Death to the False Emperor.
Oh yeah.
And they will hit. These are going to be 2s. Yeah, that many saves to make. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 saves to make at -3.
So 6+ then? No, he's dead.
which leaves us with the Nurglings. They're not going to do a great deal here, but they might soften up the Blood Angels forces. They are hitting on 4s. And they've not done very well. They are strength 2, so they're only wounding on 6s. Which is nothing, and it's not a plague weapon either. Yes it is, Nurglings. No, nothing. So it's on to the Blood Angels forces that are surviving to fight back.
Your Poxwalkers go first on.
Well, they do, actually, yes they do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 attacks. 12, 13, 14. They're going to be hitting on 5s, which is pretty good. And then they are currently strength 4, you're going to be toughness 8,
yeah.
So they need 6s. But they haven't done it.
Okay then. So my sergeant will go against the wounded guy here. So he gets 2 attacks, hitting on 3s, both hits. Toughness 7 are you?
7.
So 5s with +1 to wound in the first round of combat from red first.
Oh, right, okay.
So it becomes a 4, so 1 wound. No armor.
No armor defense.
Oh, he gets an extra attack because he has a chainsword. It's not missing this hit, so just 1 wound.
So 3+ save, he makes.
Okay. The Leviathan then gets 3 attacks. He's now on 4+ to hit. These are going to go against Mortarion. Yeah, just 1 got through. Strength 16.
Toughness 7.
So that's 2+ to
2+,
wound you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's wounded you. It's AP minus 4.
So 4+ invulnerable save, he makes.
Okay. And then the Death Company, so these can jump in, can they?
Yep. You're going with 3 inches.
Hitting on 3s. Strength 4 to wound them.
2s.
All wounds because you get +1 to wound as well. So
yeah.
that's 7 wounds from them.
5, 6, 7. So we need a lot of 5+s here for demon save. Saved a few of them. 3 get through, just 1 damage each, is
1
it?
damage each from them, yeah.
So discussingly resilient. 2 go through, so there's a 1 base on 2 wounds.
And then the Thunderhammer has missed with both of his attacks. That's that.
Okay, so there's some panic tests to be taken.
This guy's lost 4, he's leash of 8, so 6 he's dead.
Which actually helps you out there because you can now shoot those blight drones.
And that's it.
Cool, and that doesn't add to the tally because they died by morale, not by demons.
He fell on his chainsword.
So let's see if I've managed to achieve any objectives. How many people did I manage to kill that turn?
You killed 5 from that building and 2 from the other building.
So I've managed to get my 1 objective. Death Gambit's life by killing 7 people. So that's 1 victory point, plus the 1 that I bid. I still haven't managed to get any of my other objectives. That brings me up level with Jay, but he's got a good, strong turn ahead of him now. So on to Ultramarines? Blood Angels, turn 3.
Angels. Okay, so I've had a look round. I'm going to just bid 1 again this turn because I think I've got secure objective 2 and objective 6. I think I can get at least 1 of those. So here are the 2 new ones. So first one is behind enemy lines, score 1 victory point if you're at least 1 unit complete within the enemy's deployment zone at the end of your turn. If you have 3, score D3. So okay. And I have advance, score 1 victory point if no unit from your army is within your deployment zone at the end of your turn. So that one might be a bit trickier to get. Okay, so I'm sort of retreating from this part of the battlefield. The Terminators and the command units are heading this way. They're going to try and finish off at least this wounded Blight Drone and then hopefully get into combat with that one. The Sanguinian Guard to come down so that they can act next turn. I'm quite conscious Mortarion's probably going to be freed up this turn, so he could come this way or he could go over towards the captain and the other Sanguinian Guard, so we'll see. The Land Raider's retreated just to give himself a bit of distance. I don't know if he's retreated far enough. Actually, you're just thinking about it, he's actually gone closer to that guy now, so we'll see how that pans out. And down here, the Death Company have fallen back from the Nurglings to support these characters. The Sanguinian Guard have moved up ready to get a charge on the the caster, and my captain and the martyrs have moved next to this tank, deciding which way to charge. I'm not sure yet, so that's movement. Oh no, end of the movement phase, sorry. My sanguinary priest is going to attempt to heal the librarian, so on a 4+ he gets D3 wounds back. 3, so he can't do anything else this turn. So on to psychic now. So the librarian is going to try and cast Unleash Rage on the Terminators. So it's casting value of 6. So it's gone off on an 8.
So Mortarion is going to try and stop that, which he does on a 9.
Okay. And then he's going to try and cast Smite, which hasn't gone off on a 3. He's got a headache from the previous perils. So that's the psychic phase. Okay, so we're going to start shooting down here with the Terminators. Yeah, oh yeah, thinking about this though. He's only 2 wounds left. It'll be a waste one to fire all those shots at that blight drone. Okay, these guys are going to shoot that.
At the flesh mower.
At the flesh mower. So they get 4 shots each with their combi bolters. So that's 20 shots. Which I think is going to be all my dice. All my new dice.
Nice dice, aren't they?
Yeah, they're alright. I've lost a gold one somewhere. Right, so we'll roll all these. So we're looking for 3s. So it's a miss. Wow, and that one, and that one. 2, and that one, yeah. So all these are hits. Strength 4.
Toughness 7.
So 5s. Oops. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at full armour.
5 wounds at full armour?
No, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 6 wounds at full. No, 5 wounds at full armour.
5 wounds at full armour, so 3+ save. Fail 3 of them. 1 damage each.
1 damage each from
So
it.
disgusting resilience. He takes 2 wounds, so he's down to 8.
Okay. I think the Angelus bolt guns are going to fire, so that's 6 shots from these guys at the wounded one. So these are hitting on 3s. So 5 hits, strength 4, so 5 again. So that's 1, 2, 3 wounds. I think that's -1 at AP.
So 4+. Fail 2 of them, just 1 damage each.
1 damage each with the.
So 5+ disgustingly resilient. It takes another 2 wounds, so he's down to 6.
Oh no, that was this one with only 2 wounds left.
Oh right, okay, so that means he's dead. On a 4+, he explodes. Every unit within 7 inches takes a mortal wound. I am going to use a command point to just detonate him. On a 7+, to get the command point back. No, but every unit within 7 inches of him takes a mortal wound. So that'll be the librarian dead.
Nope, because he gets a 5+ save.
Okay.
So the Terminators get a 5+. Nope, so the Terminator's lost a wound. The priest, chaplain, he's okay. The sanguinary priest is lost a wound. The librarian is okay. The chapter ancient is lost a wound. And do your guys take more wounds?
They do as well.
So your mower guy.
5+ disgustingly resilience. He doesn't make it, so he's down to 7.
And I think this guy as well might take a mortal wound. Yep, 7, so he takes a
Disgustingly resilient, doesn't make it, so he's down to 4 as well.
I think that's it.
Okay.
So we've got an Absolver bolt pistol left, and 2 bolt guns and a bolt pistol here, and an Infernus pistol, but it'll be out of range. So the Absolver bolt pistol is going to go against this fella. It's hit, strength 5, scores a 5, doesn't it? Nope, nothing. The 2 bolt guns will go against this fella, so I think they're within 12 inches. Yep, so 4 shots. 3 pluses to hit, so 3 hits and 5s to wound. So just 1 wound, no AP.
3+, he makes.
Okay. Okay, so now the las cannons. Not a lot the las cannons can see, apart from that thing over there. Or do we try and kill this thing? Nope, the last cannons will go against that tank there. So it's 4 las cannon shots. The heavy bolters will go against this thing, but the las cannons are going to go against this. So we do las cannons first. So it's 4 shots. 1, 2, 3 hits.
Start with a -1.
It has power of the machine spirit,
okay.
so it can ignore that. Strength 9.
Toughness 8, so 3+.
Yeah, that's 2 wounds, -4 AP.
Okay, 5+ demon save. Nope.
So it's 2d6 damage. That's 10 damage.
7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see if we can get some disgustingly resilient saves. Yeah, quite a few. 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds it takes, which puts it down to 7.
Okay. The heavy bolts then are going into this last flesh mower. So it's 6 heavy bolter shots. That's 4 hits, strength 5, need 5 still. So 1 wound, -1 AP.
4+, he makes.
Okay. So we've moved down to the other side of the table. So the Infernus pistol is in range. So the captain will fire his Infernus pistol at this tank. So it's hit. Strength 8.
Toughness 8, 4+.
It's not done it at 1. Down here then, the Infernus pistol will shoot this guy. So 3+. Oh, he missed. Can he reroll 1? I think he's within 6 inches of the warlord. He can reroll all of his misses. So that's a hit. Strength 8.
Toughness 5.
So freeze.
1.
Nothing. But they can reroll. Oh no, it's reroll all hits from as what's going on. So that's missed. So then it's just going to be 12.
Just 12.
Just 12 Angelus bolters here. So all hits, strength 4, so 5s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, -1 AP.
So 4+ save. 1 gets through. Disgusted 1 damage.
1 damage, yeah.
Oh, it's a 4 now, so he takes a wound.
And then these guys have got fire, so they can fire, can't they?
They can fire, yeah.
Yeah, so they will fire their pistol. So it's 6 pistol shots. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 5s now. Nothing from the Death Company pistols. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to shoot him.
Does Lamartes now have a gun?
He does, yeah. He might have a crack at that tank, I guess. May as well.
If you wound it, you can go in.
He's hit. He's not really. So there's not many charges. We've got a charge here with the Terminators into that flesh mower.
Flesh mower, okay.
Which I'm assuming doesn't have any weapons.
Nope, just a big lawnmower.
So 4 inches there in. The chaplain's going to try and go in. Yeah, 12, so we can probably run right around the edge, can't he? I'll just get him in there. The sanguinary priest can't do anything because he's failed his doofer, so he's going to stay there. The librarian can stay there. The chapter ancient can stay there as well. Yes, so down here then. The sanguinary. Okay. Yeah, this guy. Oh no, he does mortal wounds if he explodes, though, doesn't he?
Mhm.
But you have already used that stratagem this turn, haven't you?
I used it in
The shooting phase.
the shooting phase.
Oh, so you can use it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so the captain's going to go in here then.
Okay, bolt pistol.
He can't overwatch that guy. And he can re-roll his charges, but he's in.
That guy.
What a guy.
And the sanguinary guard can as well. Yep, so they're in. And Lamartes will try and go in against the tank.
I will be overwatching with that. The mortar is too close to hit you.
Yep.
But the entropy cannons and the heavy slugger can. So the entropy cannons 6s. Nope. And the heavy slugger gets 5 shots. That is hit with 1. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3+ to wound. It has done a wound at -1.
So my 4+ save, which is okay. and then he can't fail that, so he jumps in.
So at the start of the combat phase on a 4+, the Leviathan takes D3 mortal wounds, which he does.
So he's dead. But he explodes on a 4+.
4+ is it?
Oh no, it might be 5+ actually for the Atamantic shielding. Nope. So he just disappears.
And that is one to the tally from Mortarion.
Whoops.
So the tally is now up to 2.
We'll go with the captain first then. So he gets 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So 4 hits, he's strength 8.
Toughness 5.
So it's 3s with a +1 to wounds, so 2s. So that's 4 wounds minus 3 AP.
Minus 3, so 6s. He saves 1.
And that'll be 12 damage, 4 damage with each hit.
12 damage, so can he make all these disgustingly resilient saves? I wouldn't count on it, but you never know.
He's pretty good with these, Matt.
12 5+6. Nope, he's dead. So he is a goner.
And these guys will consolidate then.
They move 3 inches towards the closest enemy model.
Okay.
I'm going to use 2 command points there to attack with the flesh mower.
Okay.
On a 7, I get them refunded. Nope, so that cost me 2 command points. Just got 2 of them left. So the flesh mower, how many is he wounded?
He is wounded, yeah. He's got 7 left.
Okay, so he still gets his full profile.
Is this going on the Terminators of the Chaplain?
He is going to put these on the Terminators. So, bloke drone, 9 attacks. So he hits on a 4. Not the best roll in the world. Strength 8.
Toughness 4, so 2s.
2s. Plague weapon. Yep, so that's 4 wounds at -2.
So that's 4 plus armour then. So that's 2 wounds through, and
2 damage each.
They get a 5 plus thingy from there. So the first one then is dead, and the second one is alive with 1 wound left.
He was wounded though, wasn't he, earlier?
Ah, yeah. So 2 are dead, but on a 4 plus, they both get to fight again, which they don't. So 2 are down. I'll take out that captain. Okay. So then they will go next, I guess. They get 2 attacks each, so that's 6 attacks. They're hitting on 4s with their power fist, but they can re-roll hits in the close combat phase because of the chaplain. So that's 2, 3, 4. These 2 can be re-rolled. So just 4 wounds, 4 hits. Strength 9.
Toughness 7, so 3s.
3s, and you get +1 to wound, so 2s to wound. So yeah, so 4 wounds minus 3 AP.
So 5 plus demon save. He makes 1 of them. How much damage do they do?
3d3 for the power fist. So 3, 6, 8 damage.
8 damage, so this could kill him. But I do have my disgustingly resilient saves. He takes 7 damage. So he dies. I am going to use a command point to detonate him. So on a 7 I get that back. No, so I'm down to 1 command point, and everything within 7 inches takes a mortal wound.
So the Terminator squad have taken a mortal wound, and the chaplain is okay. The company ancient has taken another mortal wound.
Is the librarian
I'm
within
just
7?
going to check. The librarian's in 7. He's dead, and the second ancient has lost another wound as well. He's got 6 attacks. He's hitting on 2s, and he's re-rolling his hits. So he's hit. Where's that one? Yeah, 5 have gone through. He's strength 4 plus 2 strength makes him strength 7.
Toughness 8.
So 5.
4 plus 2 is 6.
Yeah, sorry, 4 plus 2 is 6. So
8, 5 plus then?
yeah, with +1 to wound for red
So
first.
4 plus.
Oh wow. So that's 2 wounds I've got through.
Okay, any modifier?
Yeah, I think it's -2.
So 5 plus demon save. He makes one of them. How much damage do they do?
I think it only does D3 damage. Yeah, D3 damage, so 1 damage.
1 damage, so we'll discuss new resilience. He makes it. And the crawler gets to fight back then. So it gets 3 attacks. Hits on a 6. Nope, didn't do anything.
Okay, so I've only got 1 victory point this turn, which was behind enemy lines. Lamarty's over there is within 12 inches of the enemy deployment zone. And so is the captain. If I had 1 more unit, I would have had D3 victory points there. But as it is, it's just 1. Plus the 1 I gambled, so 2 victory points.
However,
I did manage to get a Psyker killed this turn. Score on victory point if a Psyker was destroyed during the turn, so I scraped back 1 victory point, which puts the score on 11 for the Blood Angels and 10 for the Death Guard. Very close. So the Death Guard are behind by 1 point as we go into turn 4. I'm only going to bid 1 because I'm not confident that I can get 2. I've only got the 2 cards up. Kingslayer, which is worth a load of points, but I can't get Mortarion close enough. If I move him up, he's just going to Scarper again, so I think it's going to be difficult to get that. Domination I can potentially get this turn though, so I think that's my my only chance of getting a victory point here. Let's see what the other 2 objectives are that I get though. So card number 3 is Advance. Score a victory point if no unit from your army is within your deployment zone at the end of the turn. Maybe, actually no, probably not going to happen. And Supremacy. Score D3 victory points if I control any 3 objective markers at the end of the turn. Well, I can get that one. So let's see how we go going into the Death Guard movement phase. So onto the Death Guard movement phase. Going to try and play for the objectives here. I can potentially get Domination and Supremacy, so I can get quite a lead here if I can pull this off. So to get that, with the Black Drones move towards the objective, the Terminators are moved to try and get a charge off against that character. It's a very long one, but it's worth a shot. The rest of the units are moved up just to spread out, to stop any deep striking going on. Mortarion's 12 inches away from that character, so he can get a shot off, get a psychic power or 2, try a charge. The Plague Crawlers drop back just so if I do kill him, I can get the objective and get a load of victory points. Nurglings have just consolidated around the objectives. Terminator was thinking about a charge on the Land Raider, but it's probably not worth it. So we'll go on to the Psychic phase, see if Mortarion can kill this guy. Okay, so going into the Psychic phase, I'm going to start with Typhus. He's going to cast Miasma of Pestilence on the Poxwalker's unit in front of him. Goes off on a 6. Yeah, so they are -1 to hit. He's also going to cast Putrescent Vitality on, if he can. I think he might be out of range. No, he's going to cast it on the Poxwalkers. Goes off on a 9. Okay, but now the main event is Mortarion. He's going to cast Gift of Contagion on the character for a random debuff. Doesn't go off, not too worried about that. The one I do want to get off is Smite, which goes off on a 6. Your Psyche is dead, so he takes D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
He has Black Rage, so he gets a 6+, which he's not done, so he's down to 3 wounds.
Getting exciting now. And that is the end of the Psychic phase, so we'll go into the shooting phase. So going into the shooting phase, there's only really one target I can shoot, and that is this big beastie, Mortarion. If he can kill the Blood Angels character, he will get a load of victory points. So I'm going to shoot with a lantern. 2+, rerolling 1s. Okay, it's a good start. It is strength 8, so it'll be a 2+ to wound. Wounds on a 6.
So 4+ save. Oh, I shall burn a command point.
Oh. So 3 damage to the...
3 damage, so he gets his 6+.
Oh.
Which is done.
He's got 1 wound left.
1 wound left.
Oh, unbelievable.
Well done,
so he is just clinging on to life. But let's see if it does any good in the charge phase. Okay, so yeah, the Death Shroud are going to charge the Sanguinary Priest. They need a long charge here. They get an 8. Now I don't think they've made that. They might have just if they're lucky.
Budge up, Dave. No, you're 10 inches away.
Damn it. Well, but the important charge is Mortarion. He's 12 inches away, so he needs an 11 to get this off. If he does, I imagine that character's dead. If not, I've got another turn before I can get some points here. I'm going to use a command point to reroll, my final command point to reroll a 6. Doesn't do it. On a 7 I get my command point back. I get it back. But Mortarion does not manage to charge the character. So that is the end of my turn 4. I do manage to get some victory points though. Haven't got domination yet. Haven't got advance. However, I do have supremacy. So I get D3 victory points for having 3 objectives, which gives me a much needed 2 victory points, plus the 1 that I bid, for a total of 3, putting me up to 13. So on to Jay's turn 4. See what he can do here. Ooh.
Okay, so unfortunately, the way the cards have come up, I'm just going to have to go for 1 objective, I think, which is objective 6 in the corner there, if I can kill that tank. But I also need to stop Matt from getting domination in his next turn, so I need to think of that. So I'll draw my card then. And it is Witch Hunter. Score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy cycle is destroyed this turn, which might be achievable actually. If I kill Mortarion. Okay, so I've made another tactical retreat with the captain. Mortarion was getting a bit too close. I think he's out of charge range from Mortarion now. Yeah, 28 inches, so he's safe for another turn, although I guess he could be shot, only if he's the closest model, so that's okay. I brought in the Vanguard Veterans down here. I'm going to try and go for that Psyker, but we'll see whether I can get into combat or not with him. The Sanguinary Guard have moved up. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go yet, we'll see. The Terminators have moved up to try and clear these Poxwalkers off this objective. And in the far corner, the Sanguinary Guard, Death Company and the Martyrs are going to try and end this tank and claim that objective. So at the end of the movement phase, the Sanguinary Priest can attempt to restore some wounds on this fella. So we'll go for it. On a 4+, he's done it, so he gets D3 wounds back. He's got 3 wounds back, so he's back to full health. Good one, Mr. Medic. Right, okay, so shooting then, so we're going to start down here. We're going to start with the Angelus Bolt guns into the blow drone. So it's 6 shots. They're freeze to hit. So that is 4 hits, but I'm just going to check whether they're within 6 inches because they can reroll hits. Can reroll hit rolls if they're next to the wall, and so that's pretty useful. So it was 4 hits, so I can reroll 2 of them. And they're both hits. So 6 hits, it's strength 4.
Toughness 7.
So 5. So that's 2 wounds at -1.
-1, so that'll be a 4+ save for the bloat drone. He makes 1 of them. 1 damage.
1 damage, yeah.
So 5+ disgustingly resilience. He doesn't make, so he's down to 3 wounds.
And then the Infernus pistol from that squad has missed. Has hit. This is strength 8, so he needs a 3. It's wounded, and that's -4 AP.
-4, so that's 5+ demon save. She doesn't make. How much damage does that do?
D6 damage, so it's done 6 damage.
Okay, let's see if the bloat drone can survive this. It takes 3 wounds. So on a 4+, it detonates. Doesn't detonate.
Okay.
The bloat drone is dead.
Okay. So that frees up the Land Raider to fire at a different target. So the Land Raider is going to fire at the Death Shroud. So he's going to fire everything he's got at the Death Shroud. So we'll start off with 4 last kind of shots. He can reroll 1s because he's next to the captain. So he's missed 1. He's missed 2. Strength 9.
Toughness 5.
So freeze. So that's only 1 wound has got through.
Okay.
Yep, just 1 wound.
So 4+ invulnerable save, which they don't make.
So,
or do I use my last command point? No, you can only kill a maximum of 1.
okay, so 6 damage. Oh, only 1 damage.
5+ disgustingly resilience. Doesn't make it, so he takes a wound.
1's taking a wound. We've got 6 heavy bolt shots. Only 3 hits. These are strength 5, so 4s. Only 1 wound from that, -1 AP.
-1, so that's 3+. No. Disgustingly resilient. No, so 1 dead. Death Shroud.
I'm assuming you want to take the closest model.
Yeah, there we
There
go.
we go. Okay. The Terminators now. So the Terminators are going to try and clear off some Poxwalkers. So they're within rapid fire range, so that would be 12 shots from those guys. So they need 3s to hit. So that's 1, no, not very good, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. I don't know what buffs these guys have got on them.
They haven't got any buffs on them, they're only toughness 3.
So 3s to wound then. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
5+ disgustingly resilient. 3 die.
Okay. And the Absolver bolt pistol from the chaplain has hit, is wounded.
And another 5+. Yep, he makes it.
Okay. So now we're down here then. So we'll start off with the Infernus pistol, which has missed. Okay. 6 bolt gun shots. Angels bolt guns. So it's 1, 2, 3 hits.
Toughness 8.
So nothing from them. So we'll just go for 6 bolt pistols from the Death Company. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and now we need 6 hits. So nothing from the Death Company. And last but not least, Lamartic from his bolt pistol is missed. I think that's all my shooting. Oh no, the Standard Bearer gets 1 shot off with his bolt gun. He's missed. So yeah, that's all the shooting done. The veterans don't have any guns. So charge phase. So I'm going to start off with the captain. He's going to try and go in down here. It's an 11 charge range, so I'm going to use my stratagem, which ups the charge to 3, because he's just been placed on the table this turn. He gets 3d6 to determine his unit's charge distance, but that's 2 command points, so that leaves me with 2 left. So let's go in against the Death Shroud.
Too far away for Overwatch, so
you can't Overwatch.
I can't Overwatch you anyway. Ah, this guy. Oh, he's fluffed it.
He gets a reroll with his relic. That's better. 6, 10, 15, so he's in. And to help him out, the Sanguinary Guard are also going to go in. So they have gone in as well on a 7. I think they're only about 6 inches away. Yeah, 5 inches away, so the Sanguinary Guard have gone in as well. On the other side of the table, oh actually,
Well, these fellas.
yeah, the Terminator's going to try and go in against those guys. 7, so they need a 6. 5. Ooh. No, I'll leave that. So that's the Terminator's done. I don't think the Chaplain can get in on his own. 10 inches. Yeah, the Chaplain's going to go for it as well. 10 inches. Ooh, 7. Nope. Okay. So down here, these guys can't fail.
Okay, who's charging first? Because I do get to Overwatch here.
Yeah. The Death Company can go.
Definitely. So entropy cannons. 1 hit from the entropy cannon. 2+ to wound. Yep. -4 modifier.
So no armour.
So does D6 damage. So 5 wounds on 1 poor guy.
Oof. So he gets his Black Rage save. So let's have a look. Nothing 6s. 1 6, 1 dead Death Company.
And the heavy slugger gets 4 shots. He hasn't hit with that. So I think they are safely in combat with it.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
At least managed to kill 1.
So they're going in. The Sanguinary Guard can go in. And in fact, if I surround him, he can't actually back away.
Is the character going in?
The character's going in as well. And he's got 1 minute left. Okay. And that's all my charges. I'm going to charge the Vanguard Veterans into the
Herald.
So
I've rolled a 8. Oh, that's in. 8's in, isn't it? 9 inches away.
Yeah.
So they're in. without burning a reroll.
Poor Nurgle Herald's going to get battered now, I think.
So he gets 5 attacks on the charge with his Black Rage. He needs 3s to hit with his Thunder Hammer, but he can reroll 1s, which is a good job. So he's hit 3 times. He's Strength 8.
Toughness 5.
So he needs 3s plus 1, so 2s. So that's 3 wounds at minus 4 AP.
So 4 plus invulnerable save. Make more.
Wow. You've got no command points left to interrupt. So we'll carry on with the Sanguinary Guard. So they each get 2 attacks, I think, with their swords. And then there's 1 Power Fist. So the Power Fist needs... I hit on 3s, yeah. So Power Fist need 4s, but they can reroll misses. The other guys need 3s. So they can reroll 4s. So nothing from the Power Fists. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the swords, plus another 2. Yeah, so 5 from the swords. Strength 4, toughness 5.
Yep, 5.
So 4s. So 1, 2, only 2 wounds got through.
Any modifier?
Minus 3.
So 4 plus invulnerable save 2.
Just 2.
They fail 1.
That's D3 wounds. So 2 wounds.
Disgusting resilient. Saves 1. So 1 wound on one of the death shroud.
Okay. Then it's going to be those guys down there. So we'll do the Sanguinary Guard first, so they get exactly the same amount of attacks. 3s and 4s for the gold dice. So good, the gold dice have got in, and 2 with the blue dice, red dice. So strength 9 for the, oh no, strength 8.
Toughness 8.
So 4s with a 3, and the other guys need 5s with a 1, so plus 1, so it'll be 3s on the yellow, gold, and 4s on the red. So 2 of them got, yep, so they're all minus 3 armour.
So demon save 5 plus. Make 1.
Oh yes, hang on then. So those 2 there do extra damage. Oh no, they all do D3 damage, so it don't matter.
Okay,
so
2
got
3 damage.
So just 2 damage.
Disgustingly resilient. 1 wound goes through, so he's down to 6 wounds.
Okay. Then the Death Company, and I think there's 5 Death Company left. 2 with power swords, 1 with a thunder hammer. So I'll do the chain swords first. So these guys are hitting on 3s and they can reroll. So good. All that. And these guys are hitting on 3s and can reroll. Yep, so they're all hits. And these guys are hitting on 4s and can reroll. Yep, so they're all hits. So this is the Thunder Hammer, so I'll do this first. So these are strength 8.
So 4 plus.
So 3s with red first. Yep, so 3 wounds, minus 3 AP.
So demon save. Failed.
So that's 9 damage from
9 damage. Okay, so 5 plus resilience. We have made 4 of them. It's got a single wound left.
Alright, and I've just picked all these up so I can remember. I think, let's see, there was some chain swords, some chain swords. So these must be power swords then. So these ones first. So these ones need 5s normally, 4s with the red first. So 2 got 3 minus 3 AP.
So 5 plus demon save. No, 1 damage each, is it?
D3 damage each.
D3?
No, it's power sword, 2 damage each, you're right, yeah.
2 damage.
1 damage each.
1 damage
Two
each.
damage total, yeah.
5 plus disgustingly resilient. It is dead. I'm going to use my last command point to decimate it. 7 to get it back. So that is it. That blows up, and every unit within 6 inches takes D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So the those guys, Sanguinary Guard, take 3 mortal wounds.
So they don't get anything, so 1's dead.
The Death Company take 1 mortal wound.
So he does get a save. He's okay.
And the character takes 3 mortal wounds.
Ouch, so the character may be dead. Yes, character's dead.
Cool. Splat.
So 4 attacks each. So I'll do the one's got a power fist first, so I'll do him first. So he's hitting on a 4s. So he's hit once with his power fist. And I'll do his wounds. Strength 8.
Toughness 5.
So it's 3s plus 1 to wounds, 2. Yep, so he's wounded.
5 plus demons. Any modifier on that?
Yeah, minus 3 for a power fist.
Demon save 5 plus. Doesn't make. How much damage?
D3, it's done 1 damage.
Disgustingly resilient. He's fine.
Okay, and then I'll roll these 4 times. So these are the chainsword attacks, so these are hitting on 3s. So that's not very good. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and last time. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25 hits. So these need the strength 4.
Toughness 5.
So 5s with +1 to modify, so it's 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 saves.
14 saves to make. Right, let's see if this guy can survive this. So he gets his 5+ demon save, which he doesn't do great on, and then 5+ disgusting resilience. He has only got 4 wounds, so he needs to make a lot of saves here. No, he's dead. That is a Psycho dead. So the Death Shroud are going to strike back. They're going to put all their attacks on this Warlord because he's beginning to piss me off, to be honest. So they are hitting on a 3+. 1 misses, but 2 with 6s. So that's Death to the False Emperor. So an additional 2 attacks. So another hit there. They are Strength 8.
How many attacks each do they get?
4 for the champion and 3 for the normal guy.
Toughness 4.
So 2+. Real on the 1 for a play weapon. So that is 7 saves he needs to make at -3.
So he's got his 3+ invulnerable save. So he's failed 1.
And that is D3 wounds. 2 wounds on him.
And he has a 6+ black rage. So he's lost a wound. Okay, so victory points. I've secured objective 6 down there, so that gives me 1 victory point, and I've killed a Psyker, so that's another victory point. So 2 victory points. I gambled 1, so 3 victory points in total.
That puts you up to 14, just edging into the lead by 1 point. On to the Death Guard turn 5, the final turn potentially. So I am good. It's all on basically Mortarion taking this objective. He's going to struggle to kill them all, but that's what it's what he's going to do. So I'm going to bid 1 because I can't bid 0. We get Disgusting Devotions. While the tactical objective is active, keep a tally of disgustingly resilient rolls. Score a victory point if you successfully make 7 disgustingly resilient rolls within a turn.
Wow.
That's doable.
Yep.
Right, on to the movement phase. So we're on to the turn 5 Death Guard movement phase. Mortarion needs to kill all of these to have a chance of winning the game. Going to struggle otherwise. Everything else will just move to take out this big blob of Space Marines there, just for kill points. And not going to do anything to the game now, but it could stop Jay from doing something in his turn. The Poxwalkers try to advance towards the objective and fluff their run, so they're too short. So the Death Shroud had to fall back to get within 3 inches of that objective. So basically looking at, if I can get 7 disgustingly resilient saves, I can get a victory point. Well, 2 because I bid 1. If I can get this objective, then I could potentially win this. I think it's all down to Mortarion. So we'll go on to the Psychic phase and see what you can do. Going into the Psychic phase, Mortarion is going to open with Smite to try and thin out some of those Sanguinary Guards. It's a 3, it doesn't go off, I've got no command dice left. Luckily he didn't perils himself. Second spell, Blaze of Putrefaction, try and just stack as many of these 6s as I can. That goes off in an 8.
Yep,
I've got that one off.
It.
Typhus is going to cast Smite on the unit of Marines, just to show him his boss. He gets it off on a 5, so just. D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound on a poor Blood Angel. And then his second spell, oh, what's he going to do? He is going to put Miasma of Pestilence on the unit by the objective. which goes off at a 10. So they're -1 to hit, but not a lot I can do there really. So on to the shooting phase. So we're going to try and thin out some of these Space Marines. So both the guys with the plasma pistols are going to shoot him. They're not going to bother overcharging. For a good job, because they're both rolled 1s. Typhus is going to use his backpack. So he gets 2d6 shots, but they always hit on 5s. So let's hope I roll high. No, I don't. But they're quite good if they do hit. 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 4, but they're -3 AP. And not wound, so Typhus has failed at life. So next is the important one. Mortarian's going to fire the lantern at the squad at the back, the Death Company, so he can hit both of them with its special roll. So it's a 2+ to hit, and if it does, it'll hit both units. So it hits both of them. It's going to be a 2+ on both of them, isn't it? So the Sanguinary Guard get wounded. -3 AP, 3 damage.
So 3 + 4 + 5+ for them. Nope, 3 damage.
3 damage.
So one's dead.
And then the Death Company the same on a 2+. Yep, wounds on a 4. Again, -3, but these will get some saves against this one.
6+ save. He's okay.
Right. Okay, so that is everything that I can shoot. So we'll go on to the charge phase. Okay, so Mortarian's going to have to charge both these units here to get the game. So he's going to get some Overwatch shots from the Blood Angels.
So Inferno Pistol and Angel's Bolt Gun from the 2 remaining Sanguinary Guards. The Inferno Pistols hit. Strength 8.
Toughness 7.
So freeze. Hits wounded. AP -4.
So 4+ invulnerable save. He doesn't make.
And D6 damage. 5 damage.
5 damage, that's brutal. Disgustingly resilient. I make 2 disgustingly resilient saves, which adds to my little tally. So he is down to 15 wounds.
And then we've got 5 Death Company, I believe. So 2 hits from Death Company. Strength 4 and 5s. 1 wound. 2 wounds with the red pistols.
2 wounds.
Putting in a good showing.
So no modifier on them, is there?
No.
So 3+. He saves 1, fails 1, just 1 damage.
Yep, 1 damage.
Disgustingly resilient. He doesn't make. No, he doesn't. Rubbish.
So 1 wound off Mortarian.
However, he can now make his charge.
What do you need to get to the Death Company? You only need to go here, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, probably like 3 inches. Oh, measure.
It's 3 inches. Yeah, I can get within an inch there.
Oh, can you get in, can you?
I can get in there.
Okay.
Oop, put the crane out of the way.
Okay.
Eclipse this guy and this guy. He's taking a few wounds though on the way in. Over on this side of the table, I'm going to charge him with the rest of the guys. Epidemius, I don't know, pistols have they?
No.
Epidemius goes in. He's in. Typhus goes in. I don't think he can really fail that. Yeah, he's not going to fail. And this guy, he's also in. He's got a load of characters in against the Blood Angels. So as we go into the combat phase, Mortarian's got his Plague Aura. So on a 4+, the Sanguinary Guard take D3 mortal wounds. 5, so they take 2 mortal wounds.
Kills the Sanguinary Guard.
And the Death Company don't take any damage. So we're going to start with Mortarian in the combat phase because this is the important fight. It's all down to this. So we get 6 attacks. I'm going to use his Reaping Scythe attack. That means he gets 3 hit rolls for each attack.
You have to allocate your attacks to which unit.
So let's get all these dice and see what he's going to do with them. 3 hit rolls for each attack. He's going to do 6 on the Sanguinary Guard and 12 on the Death Company. So let's start with the Sanguinary Guard. 6. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. He re-rolls the 1. He's got 3 Death to the False Emperor, so that's an additional 3 attacks. Reaches another 3 hits. They are strength 8.
So 2s.
2 to wound. Plague weapon, so you get to reroll the 1s. So that is a lot of saves he needs to make. 5, 9 saves at -2.
So it becomes a 4+ save. He's failed 3, so I can't save him. So he's dead.
Okay, so the Sanguinary Guard is dead. The other 12 attacks go on the Death Company. Now I need to kill these guys here. So again, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, 6s giving an additional attack. Oh, there's a lot of 1s there, but there's a few 6s. 1 misses. I do get 3 6s for Death to the False Emperor, which gives me another 3 hits. Again, these will be wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because it's a plague weapon. So that is 5, 10, 14 saves at -2. At the,
So these are 5+, so that's 12 there. Oh dear. Oh dear. So 5s. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7's got through. So now we're looking for 6s. I don't know how much damage does it do.
it does 1 damage each.
Okay. So we're looking for. I need 3 6s.
Number of the beast.
Not done it. So they are all dead.
Mortari managed to take out the unit and potentially win the game, but Jay's still got another turn, so let's see what happens. We've actually got one more combat to go, just see if these characters manage to kill these Blood Angels as well. So we're going to open up with, unless Jay wants to interrupt.
No.
We'll open up with Typhus. He gets 4 attacks. Similar stat line to Mortari, to be fair. Hitting on 2s. He hits with them all, no 6s for Death of the False Emperor. He is strength 7, so he's only wounded on 3s rather than 2s. But he does do it. 4 go through at -3 armour.
So 6+ them. Yep, so 4 are dead.
4 dead. Okay, the Noxious Blightbringer is going to go next. He has got 3 attacks. He hits on 3s. He misses 2 of them, which is rubbish. He's strength 4, toughness 4, so 4+ a wound and it's a plague weapon. So that's another damage. That is 0 AP.
So he's okay.
Then we have the Tallyman. Tallyman gets 3 attacks. Hits on a 3. He does, however, get to reroll failed hits. So 3 hits. He is strength 4 again, so 4+. So 2 normal saves for the Blood Angels. Just 1 damage each.
Yep, they're okay.
Okay, so next up we have the Herald of Nurgle. He is...
Epidemus.
the Epidemus, sorry, yeah.
That guy.
Epidemus. He gets 4 attacks. He's hitting on a 2. He hits them all. He is strength 5, and he can re-roll all failed wound rolls. So 3+. Re-roll that. So 4 wounds from Epidemus, no modifier.
3+. 2 are dead.
2 are dead. And then he gets to make D6 attacks with his Nurglings. 5 attacks with the Nurglings. Hitting on 2s. Doesn't get that one. Strength 2, so these will need 6s to wound you. So 1 more wound, no modifier.
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, and then the 3 lonely Marines get to fight back.
Yeah, one of them is a power fist. So these will go against the guy with the bell.
The guy with the bell.
3 power fist attacks and 8 chain swords. So 4's on the on the power fist and 3's on the chain swords. So 2 power fists, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 chain swords. I've been charged, so it's +1. So 2's with the power fists and 3's with the chain swords. So 1 power fist got through and 3 chain swords. So that's -3 AP, and those are normal.
So 1 -3. So 6 plus save. Doesn't make.
So D3 damage, 2 damage.
Discussing the resilience. Fails on both, so he is down to 2 wounds, and then now he's got to make?
3 on the chain swords. No armour.
3 on chain swords. He saves 2 of them. Disgustingly resilient on the last one. No, so he's down to a single wound. Oops. Okay, and that is the end of the combat phase.
Morale test for the Blood Angels.
Yes, so they've lost 7 models, so I don't know what that means. 1, they're probably okay 8. The sergeant's 8, so I think the sergeant's 9 actually, veterans, so they stay in the fight.
Okay, however,
and there's no dead bodies.
That does mean that well, domination, haven't we? D3 plus 3 victory points.
Oh heck.
You know what? I haven't got that objective.
No! They charged off it.
Charged off it. Oh, idiot.
Should have left one behind.
Should have left one behind.
No.
Gutted. No! Well, after some truly abysmal positioning, moving my guy off my objective, I've not actually got my massive scoring victory. So I actually give Jay 1 victory point this turn.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for that.
So 15 to the Blood Angels.
Chaos gods are fickle.
Yeah, they really are. Ah.
What would you have got if you had got that objective?
I would have got D3 plus 3 plus the 1 I bid.
So you've had 4 plus D3. So
yep.
I would have been looking at trying to get 7 or 8 objectives in my next turn.
I've thrown away the game in the last turn.
So I think I can get advance this turn, which is 1 victory point. And I think secure objective 2, I don't think I can get. So I'm going to bid. Now, to slay the warlord, or is that one of the ones I can bet, gamble? Or is it just objectives?
Has to be objective cards.
Right, okay. So I'm just going to gamble the 1. Just going to gamble the 1. So my next objectives are Kingslayer. Wow, score T3 for killing the warlord. And mission objective critical. When this objective is scored, roll a d6 and score 1 if you control the corresponding. If the corresponding objective mark was controlled by your opponent at the start of your turn and you control at the end, you score d3. So I want this to be 6 really. No, it's 1, which is in the middle. Oh well, no, I could do that one. So potentially up for grabs here. Do you get Line Breaker?
Oh, you do get Line Breaker.
So potentially up for grabs here is Line Breaker for 1, Slay the Warlord for 1, plus another one for Kingslayer, D3, plus D3 for this one, plus 1 for advance. So potentially, I could have. It would have been close even if you'd got
It would have been
one.
an epic comeback. I think you've probably got a good chance of doing it. I imagine that captain of yours is heading straight towards my warlord.
Yes, I think he is. So we will go to movement. Okay. So there's a lot of objective points up for grabs here. Advance will get me 1, so I've had to leave my deployment zone. So hopefully
Nothing in his deployment
there's
zone.
nothing in my deployment zone now. Everyone's moved forward. He's king has a bit further. So that's 1 victory point for advance. So 2 victory points I'm on at the moment. I've got a score objective marker 2, which
is over
I'm going
here.
to abandon. So these are the important ones now.
So you've got objective marker 1.
Objective marker 1 in the middle there,
So
which if I can kill those Poxwalkers, will net me D3 objectives. And then we've got Kingslayer down here.
So using that one of your last command points, so I think you've got 1 left, haven't you?
So I've got 1 command point left. I've got 2 command points left, and I've used 1 to bring the captain back over this side of the board, 9 inches away from Mortarion.
Which will also get you Slay the Warlord.
Which will also get me slay the warlord. So it's going to be close.
He has got 14 wounds.
If anyone in my army can do it, it's Captain Athael of the 2nd Company before he succumbs to the Black Rage. But we'll see. Poxwalkers. The -1 to hit, as Matt's cast a spell on him, so 4's to hit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Strength 4.
Toughness 3.
So 3's to wound. So that's not very good. Only 2 got through.
So disgustingly resilient, 5+. Fail them both. So there's only 2 zombies left.
So we've got a Absolve a bolt pistol from the chaplain, which is hit. It needs a strength 5.
Strength, toughness 3. So
freeze again. So it's missed. We've got the bolt gun from this guy. He might be 12 inches away now.
I think he might be. Yep,
12 inches. So he's going to shoot his 2 bolt shots over, and only 1 hit. Strength 4, so freeze. He's wounded.
Disgustingly resilient. No. There's 1 guy left.
And now, I mean, I'm going to find my last canvas at it. Bring it down.
When you really need to kill a Poxwalker.
All hit. 2s. Yeah, that's all in.
How much damage do they do?
That's done 12, 15, 17. Really, I should have fired that guy. Never mind.
So, yeah. Can I make this many 5+ saves? No. Not bad.
Quite a lot in there, yeah.
So the Poxwalker is dead and the Marines get that objective.
So now it comes down to the last.
Have you not got a shooting attack?
He has, but he's only got an Infernus pistol, which is only 6-inch range.
Ah.
So I think I'm going to have to pop. I don't know whether. I think it was 2 command points to pop the. Yeah, so that's 2. I haven't got enough things to pop that. So he's going to pop Unleash Rage to give him D3 attacks, extra attacks, and we're just going to have to pray. Or do I save that 1 command point for? He gets a reroll anyway. So 1 command point. D3 extra attacks. 3 extra attacks. Now he just has to get there.
He just needs to get into combat with him.
He needs an 8, and he's got a reroll. He's done it.
He's in. I can't overwatch you because he's annoying.
And it comes down to this combat now.
Can he kill Mortarion before he batters him?
Mortarion did want this.
Mortarion did want this. At the start of the phase, on a 4+, he takes D3 mortal wounds.
Oh yes.
Yes, he does. He takes 2 mortal wounds.
So I get a Black Rage save. He's not shrugged them off, so he's down to 3 wounds.
You know, he already took some wounds earlier, didn't he?
But he healed up. The Sanguinary Priest healed up. Oh no, he took 1 wound from them, so he's on 2 wounds left. And he gets his 8 attacks. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's not bad. 6 hits. He's strength 8.
Toughness 7.
So he's wounded on 3s, +1 to wound with his red first. So that is 1, 2, 3. That is 5 wounds at -3.
4+ invulnerable save. Mortarion fails 3 of them. How much damage does that do?
Only 12.
Only 12.
Not enough to kill him.
6, 9,
But I do have 1 command point left.
12.
No, I don't. I use it now.
5+ disgustingly resilient. He does quite well there.
Saved 8.
So he takes 8 wounds.
Yeah.
So he's down to, what's that? 6 wounds. So his profile's quite degraded now, not to the bottom level. And there's still a few tricks that Mortarion could do here. So he is going to attack with his Reaping Scythe. So he gets 3 hit rolls for each attack, giving him 15 attacks. He is hitting on 2s. He's re-rolling 1s.
Still hitting on 2s?
Yeah, it doesn't change.
Alright. What changes?
His attacks and his host of plagues.
How many attacks does it go?
He's down to 5 now. He has got 5 6s. So he gets another 5 attacks. Which he hits with all of them. So he is strength 8 You are strength 4, which
Yeah.
is actually strength 3, -1 toughness.
Oh yeah.
So that is 2s for Mortarion to, well, kill him. It's plague weapon. So I'll re-roll the 1s. That is a lot of wounds. 5, 10, 15, 20 wounds.
From a wounded Mortarion. 20 wounds, okay. So
-2.
so he gets a 3+ durable save from the Storm Shield. But
2 wounds left.
so here we go. This is the first lap, so he's taken 1 wound there, 2 wounds, 3 wounds. We roll this again. 3 wounds, 4 wounds, 5 wounds, 6 wounds, 7 wounds, 8 wounds. So how much damage do they do?
They do 1 each.
So 6s. No, 1 wound. Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. He's a bit dead.
It was a valiant effort.
It was a good effort. Not bad for a 100-point mod.
Slay the Warlord for Matthew.
Wow, there's a few more victory points as well.
Oh!
Kingslayer and Priority Orders nets me D3 plus 3 victory points. For 4 plus 1 for Slay the Warlord. So 5 victory points, but has Jay managed to achieve any objectives during his turn?
I have D3 objectives for this one.
So I'm currently on 18, you're on 15.
So I've got 2 objectives for this one.
17,
I have another objective there for advance,
18,
+1 for my gamble.
19, so you win by 1 point.
And you also got Linebreaker as well, I think.
No,
he's dead.
No, not anymore.
No.
The Death Shroud, however, do have Linebreaker,
Yes, Death Shroud.
putting it on 19 apiece.
That
That was a close game.
was really good. I can't believe how much damage Mortarion does, even when he's injured.
Yeah, he doesn't really lose his combat profile. It's just mostly his movement in the wound aura. The attacks, he gets triple attacks anyway with his side.
Yeah.
And if he rolls, like there, you got what, 5 6s, I've got a load of extra attacks. I was silly there to throw away a win, but at least I managed to claw onto a draw at the end. Valiant first showing from the Blood Angels. The Codex came out, what, yesterday? So pretty good effort for first time on the battlefield.
It's good. It's good to just play it with painted armies. I think that's awesome.
So there we go. The end of the game. It turned out to be a draw in the end. A very hard fought draw.
Yeah, he was lucky. It was a mistake, that was.
Yeah, if you hadn't charged Mortarion, you would have won the game.
Yeah, but then if you hadn't moved the guy from there.
Yeah, let's live and learn on that one then, eh? We'll call it a draw.
The blood, it's just the Black Rage. The red first took me.
Until next time, guys.
See you later.